It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. From my heart and soul and so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brain wide.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Okay, ready. 49. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, Francois. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10. That's their own 26-yard line.
53. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch, switch, switch. Ready? Ready? Let's go, let's go.
On first and 10, Darnold. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. First down, a run with Cohen. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Hey, look, young lady.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Oh, lady. Red 80.
From the 22, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And now it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Hey, exit. 56.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Aguilar has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Cohen. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the Chiefs' 37-yard line.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Let's go. Check 50. Check 50. Red 80. Mux 56. Let's go, defense. Our time.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down.
56 right there. 56. Yo.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here goes Hunt. Come on, boy. 56. Check 56. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check. Lady.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold completes it to Aguilar. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Nelson Aguilar with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On 2nd down, Love. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Caleb Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point safely through. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
56. Mike, 50. Hey, back up. 56.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
56. Check 56.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. On 2nd down, it's Love. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go. 6 yards. 40 yards. We got it.
Off play action. Francois. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. Well, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On the return is Cohen. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try to hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 36, Darnold. It's caught by Aguilar. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
56. Check 56. And 80. Like 56. Bravo. I'm coming. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Oh, 80. 56. Mike's 56. Okay, double it.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
No. Kill.
They'll try and run for it. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he completes it to Cohen. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. They'll run on first down. Cohen. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Rosas pulled it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
A final shot before break. Francois. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
56, check 56. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Lady, tighten up.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
I got motion.
On first down, it's Cohen, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Faking the give, Darnold. Hunter Henry brings it in. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's get it.
At the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
They try again with Cohen. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Darnold. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Bryce Love, 92 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Nifty move. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check three. Red 80.
Here's Darnold. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Darnold now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. This is Cohen, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Darnold. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check 99. Oh, 80. 44, Mike. Check. Hey, me and you all day. Red 80. I'm coming after you.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A quick throw there out to Williams. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play really nice.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tariq Cohen with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Francois, this is the tight end Fant. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 21. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we count. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I smell fear in that offense.
Darnold on first down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice game. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Come on, let's go. Ready? Hey, wahoo!
Play action. It's Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2.
56, Mike, 56. Hey, Alpha. Big serious right here. We got to step it up. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Ricky.
Darnold from the gun. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Love. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Francois. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. And we're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Shut down. Motion, motion. Check, check, check. Young lady. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 56 yards.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Back to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd. Carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Roses now to add the PAT. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward.
And that's caught inside the 30. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. They'll run with Love. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Chiefs, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head